Let's talk about lighting for a second. I mean, really think about it. Is the lighting in your home just there so you don't bump into things in the dark? Or is it doing more? Because, great lighting can absolutely change a space, turning it from just, well, a room into a real statement. And today, we're going to dive into how one single object can perfectly blend art and function to do exactly that.
You know that feeling, right? It's kind of frustrating. You've got the furniture just right, the color on the walls is perfect, but something's still off. And so often, the piece of the puzzle that's missing is the one thing we forget to look up at, the lighting.
And that really gets to the heart of the problem. A lot of the light fixtures you can just grab off the shelf, they're just there. They don't really add anything. They can make a living room feel kind of flat or leave a dining area without that warm, inviting feeling you were really hoping for.
Okay, so here's the difference in a nutshell. On one side, you have your standard generic fixture. It makes light, and that's about it. But on the other side, you have something that doesn't just produce light. It plays with it. It scatters it, creates this incredible texture and brilliance. It's the difference between a simple utility and a piece of functional art.
So, what's the answer? Well, it's about choosing a light source that acts almost like a piece of jewelry for your home. We're going to use this idea of a Nordic crystal chandelier to really explore how that's even possible, how a single fixture can be an immediate, dramatic upgrade to your entire aesthetic.
And this right here is the big shift in thinking. It stops being just about seeing in the dark. It becomes about creating a centerpiece, something that just grabs your attention and really reflects your personal taste. It's an object that's meant to be seen, to be admired, and to be talked about.
All right, so what's the magic here? What makes a piece like this actually work so well? Let's deconstruct it a bit. It really all comes down to this beautiful fusion of two key things: its core design philosophy and the incredible materials it's made from. First up, you've got that Nordic design influence. So think about those classic Scandinavian principles. Super clean lines, a kind of quiet, understated elegance. The whole idea is to be sophisticated and modern without ever feeling loud or overwhelming. It's truly functional beauty at its absolute best. Then you take that beautiful minimalism and you pair it with pure luxury. These chandeliers often use what's called canine crystal. Now, without getting too technical, this is basically a high-grade, super clear crystal that's also incredibly durable. It's perfect for being cut into all these different facets, and every single one of those cuts has one job: to grab light and bend it, creating that absolutely brilliant shimmering effect. And what's the result of all those tiny, perfect crystal facets? Well, you get thousands upon thousands of shimmering points of light just dancing across your walls and your ceiling. It's an effect that can totally change the entire mood of a room, turning just a regular evening at home into something that feels a little bit magical.
But hey, the beautiful design is really only half of the equation here. Those stunning visuals, they're powered by some equally impressive modern technology that's working away behind the scenes. So, these fixtures are built with integrated LED technology, and that comes with some huge practical perks. For one, they're incredibly energy efficient, which is something you'll actually see on your electricity bill. They also last for a really, really long time, so you can pretty much forget about the hassle of getting up on a ladder to change bulbs. And on top of all that, the light you get is always vibrant, steady, and consistent. Okay, so we've covered the design, and we've covered the tech, but what does all of that actually feel like? What really happens to a room when you bring all of these elements together in one piece?
Well, one of its biggest strengths is just how versatile it is. You can imagine it as a grand, show-stopping centerpiece in a living room, or adding just the right amount of sparkle over a kitchen island. It could even set a perfect, intimate mood in a dining room. It doesn't matter where it goes. It has this amazing ability to tie the whole design of the space together.
So when you get right down to it, it's doing so much more than just lighting a room. It's completely transforming the atmosphere. It creates this inviting warmth, this undeniable sense of luxury, and it just quietly says, hey, someone really paid attention to the details here.
It really all boils down to this one simple but powerful idea. Don't settle for ordinary when you can bathe your home in extraordinary light. It's about choosing to elevate your everyday experience just by moving beyond things that are purely functional. And that kind of leaves us with one last question to think about for our own homes. What is it that takes light from being a simple function and turns it into a true experience? Well, as we've seen, it's that perfect, magical fusion of thoughtful design, beautiful materials, and the incredible ambiance they create together.